Good morning, everybody. It's been a long time since we've had a shop update. It is August 2018. We just got back from New Zealand, which was a great, successful tour, and we had a little family vacation out here as well. And now it's August. We are ready to start finishing and delivering our first batch of Bean Sprout instruments at full capacity. So I'm going to show you around the shop today, show you some instruments in progress, and some new shop layout and tooling things. And it's Sunday morning. Henry and Nicole are sleeping, so maybe I can get a few minutes to work on this. So to begin with, I finally brought home my little bench from Miyamoe. This was my first bench I ever had, and now here it's dedicated pretty much for leather working on the straps, and other art projects and layout and design. It's kind of my sketching bench. We added a bunch of shelves, basically a shelf above everything in here, because now we have to store lots of cases, and they're annoying, hard to store, expensive, but yeah, cases. Finally got my side bender up and running. Here's some molds for it. Go bar deck for bracing, that's in this room. Lots more little shelves and drawers for holding stuff. And then over here we've got tenor uke. That's spruce, myrtle, and pistachio. This little spruce guy on the right there. A couple little banjo ukes and a master grade myrtle tenor uke. Those are all in finish, so they'll string up pretty soon. And for this room, that's about it. That's new. This is just where we do the not dusty stuff, you guys know. In here, the main goal has been workflow and not just adding new machines, but finding ways to integrate my workflow so that it's as little time as possible to do setup and tear down. And also, I do like working by hand, so kind of maximizing hand tool stuff and storage. So the first big thing you guys might notice is I made a big old Nicholson style bench for the middle of the shop. This is because I need lots of space for storing instruments in progress. So, you know, you glue something on, tuck it underneath, glue something on, tuck it underneath. So that way the actual woodworking bench can stay clearer and easier to use. I have lots of things to add to it, but I'll show you what I've got so far. There's going to be a layer of shelves underneath there for in-progress stuff. But I've got a little planing stop set up on the side here. It's nice to have another one in the shop. And then a bench that only is for, a vise that's curved and only for holding ukulele bodies. That's a good thing. And then, you know, over on the hand tool area, I've just rebuilt all the clamp racks, all the wood racks, trying to make them stronger, easier to use. It's just all off of scraps and offcuts and stuff. In progress instruments. Oh yeah, by the way, got this mallet at the old woodworking machines meetup this weekend. I have no idea what to do with it, except Henry thinks it's cool, so I make sure and got it. Anyway, banjo ukes and banjos in progress down here. Ukuleles in progress up here. Trying to keep a cubby for each instrument. Got really nice fir and walnut tenor uke for Dan in progress. And Tim's curly porter for cedar and pistachio in progress. Here's one working on for myself, where the back is walnut, and it's been grafted, 2 different kinds of walnut. That should be pretty cool. So the big tooling update is I got a lathe, pretty much just for turning banjo rims, and I got it from Mark from Wildwood Banjos. He built really fine banjos in California and Oregon for over 40 years. So the lathe is a nice little Rockwell. The special thing about it though is not the lathe, but all the tooling and equipment and know-how that I got from him, so that I can start turning my own rims. I've always built them up myself. You know, like this is a rough built-up block rim, and then had somebody else turn them. And I want to do that, so this winter I'm going to start working on that. More shelves over here, of course, for parts and organization. I can tell you, it's not really hard to make stuff. It's hard to keep it all organized. And, oh yeah, then I extended dust collection all the way around to this end of the shop, so the big bandsaw and the big joiner can get dust collection. The big bandsaw's main job is to resaw ukulele sets, but I wanted to have good dust collection ready for that. And yeah, then the main other tooling update, besides making jigs for everything, which I've been doing, is I wanted this back room where I work on metal and stuff to be a little more capable. And I don't want to mix weird dust with wood dust. So in this room, this is where I can cut and work on metal, plastic, foam, whatever. Got a little tiny bandsaw set up for that and drill press set up just for this stuff. And then of course the sharpening station. Finally got my slow speed wet grinder set up for lathe tools. The little buffing arbor. This is the main little grinder I use for sharpening, and the big grinder, and finally a shop vac back here to suck up all the nasty dust. So yeah, I call this room the rat hole. It's a little space, but it's nice to have somewhere to work on the machines and other little projects that I don't want to mix with wood dust. And yeah, besides that, it's just more shelves, more wood, more organization. Every day I come up with a new jig or a new way for something to be held or treated. Moved this little routing station over here, and this bench used to be another part of the shop. Now it's the outfeed table for the table saw. Yeah, August 2018, things are going well. Thanks for tuning in.